wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check three. Look, I got him. That's me. He's up. He's coming. We got double up.
On first down, Dobbins, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Murray going to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down, Raiders. Quick dance. Come. Mike 5'9". Check. Tighten up. What?
They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Tight up.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football, go make a play, and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
To throw, it's Murray. This is caught, it's Cooks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Dobbins only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 15 line, 15 line. You draw quarters.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, the 20, and the Raiders touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. X3, 218, chop it. Hey, watch the leg. Buzz. 51 to the mic. Exit. Watch twist. Yeah.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Chopper.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Browns nothing.
Let's go.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, foxtrot. Quick stuff. Hey, let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check it back. Check. Go. Check. 36.
Now a give right side. Armstrong. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Defense with championship, baby. Undercut.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
51, 51. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Second and 15. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong foot. Go. Check. Slam. Check 59. Yeah. It's 59. Mike the 59. Hey, defense. Shut up.
On first down, Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Hayward. Pull it together. Mike.
On third down, Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now. Check. 3 down. Hey, rock, shoot.
Looking to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
6-6, pull it high. Mike 51. Get it.
Muscles him off. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Down. 60 outlaw.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey. 80 weapon. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Here we go. Watch safety. Hey, Delta. Safety's ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
90. Hey, Echo.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. John Ross there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They'll try and run it here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with two PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on third down, Murray. He's going to air one out. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will he be angry?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And Walker has it. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 13-yard line.
61, matchbox lights.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and get it with Geis. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
6-6, pull it high.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Hey, zoom.
Check the outreach. Check 24. Check 24. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
Zoom.
They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Alert 3. Alert 3. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
Get.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. From 4 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was pump the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right?
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Back to throw here. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch it. Recon, 132 fighter. Go, Jack. Ready?
Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Ready. 18 Gator. Stop.
21.
They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
64, weak, 60 or.
On the ground, Geis, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Darius Geis with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Rosas good with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Check three, check three, check three. He's coming. You gotta double up.
On third down, Murray. He gets it to Cooks. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
X3, 218, chop. Field, D, let's get off the field, D. Check. Check hot route.
He's able to find Wallace. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Ready? Again, Geis hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
At the 39-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check back, check back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, it's Armstrong. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
In your face.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the 1st, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Oakland, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Browns,
I'm running it down the finish. I don't play games. come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's in, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up.